right, Mike, we're back with Tyson. So yeah, he's pretty much ready to go. I mean, what you've just got to remember is we're going to just incorporate the collar into his lifestyle, really, not just use it to correct unwanted behavior, nothing like that. He's got to have it on, the one thing that I see more than anything, because again, last night was more terrible storms. And let's hope it's not going to be that way again tonight. Because let me paint the scenario. Time to walk the dogs. Kelly goes outside, forgets to look at the weather. Fast forward 2 seconds, I'm caught outside in a torrential downpour. So by the time I finally got the outside dogs walked and came back in, well, he had been in there hearing all the thunder. But he's fine as long as he's in his crate. I would not want to have him loose in the house and have him hearing that thunder, because that's where with you, he was running to get in the bathroom and get in the bathtub and hide and all these things. So as long as he's in his crate, he thinks he's hiding. But the problem was him and Hershey and Gemma still had to go out. So I didn't yin-yang around Mike. I just went and got the pager. I used his name to call him out of there. He started to come out. He started like he was going to go back in because it was still sprinkling a little bit and like the thunder was in the distance a little bit. But he remembered before where that didn't work, so he did come out. So, you want to just now when you walk in and do all this, and, I don't want all that weird behavior that he had with grabbing the collar and all these things. I really don't know what that was, but I think it was just some kind of neurotic behavior or something. So anyway, we're just going to work the collar into his dynamics. So to get him going, Tyson, this is normal walk. And we do want to use the treats. I mean, you don't want to phase the treats out. Something positive. Tyson, taking him up with the pager.
I knew it, man.
Summer school, this one.
I knew it.
Yep. Now. Picking him up with the pager, down. Very good. Subtle little foot signal. And again, it's going to take a little time for him to get used to you, because you saw when he saw you before, his idea was to just revert back to the hysterical jumping and clawing. You don't want that. So in the beginning, you may have to put your foot on there a little bit and stuff just till he figures it out. But I'm to the point now, it's all very subtle. Start my pager. He is at the ready, though, to do what I want. Tyson. So I'm pulling or pushing down. When you get a treat thing like this, you need to have all the props. Very loose. I've got this in this hand, and I'm picking up with the pager. Tyson. He's feeding off more of that need than anything. Tyson. So I'm going to start the pager. It's just golly, you do that. Wanting focused on the food. That's how we can ignore everything else that's going on. I'm not going to kid myself that I'm that interesting. Now I have to say, in the last 2 days, one woman from South Florida is just insisting on coming and meeting me. And some other guy that, I was wanting to come out to the campus. The Kelly character's all booked up. It's one thing. Tell you what they want. They want to come hang out with the Kelly character. They think she's fun. She's not. Heel. Heel. Down. Now, I will tell you, this dog is very aware of the leash down. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's an older dog. So once I take the leash off, everything is going to be the same as far as with the pager. That's what makes a pager so great. You see these people, I'm getting this bulldog or some kind of little rescue dog that somebody bought from a pet store, and this trainer has deemed it untrainable and all these things. And I went on their website, and they said, you know, that they offer this off-leash training without a collar. I want to see that. Because I don't believe it can be done. Not that I don't believe people can not train dogs off leash without a collar, though I don't know that many that do. It takes months and years. Oh, do you like dogs? Down. You should go on YouTube and watch our videos. There's a lot of videos about dog training. Well, he's in training. He's in school. Why are you interested in dog training? Here, I hear you. Oh, do you have any cards?
No, not on me. I didn't grab them.
Now, go on my YouTube, get tons of dog videos. Oh, I gotta take the place of down. All right. He definitely didn't like that little dog. Good, good. So really, but you see how I just removed it. Always, if I felt like he was going to start barking or something, a dog like this, Tyson, you're better off to add movement. Heel. Down. Now, what you would never want to do, and this is a big cliche thing on YouTube. There's one guy, this guy makes the dogs, this is what this guy would do. He'd make the dog stay right here, and then he would go across that 4-lane road over there as proof that the dog was trained. Or worse yet, which I know Romania is a second world country, but if there's one thing that drives the Kelly character nuts, it's making a dog stay outside a store. One, because there's no practical application, and two, someone can steal the dog. Anything can happen. So there's no practical application, but you know, they like, you know, I don't know, maybe in Romania that flies, but I'll tell you what you're not going to see me doing is making this dog stand going to the store. But I've got my finger on the payroll, which I'm actually did have my neck set on 0, but I'm going to turn it up. This dog, let me tell you what, Mike, is not down. It's not that sensitive to the neck. You've got to make sure that collar is on tight enough, or I can look into maybe getting those longer prongs. Certain dogs, him and Siberian Huskies, their hair will insulate that neck. And that combined with the fact that he isn't that sensitive. You've got to make going out fun to him. He's not really, he's more of a homebody. He's not saying to himself, let me go out in public and meet a bunch of strangers. He's the opposite of that one I just had out, Pretzel, which is overly demonstrative and overly friendly with every complete stranger. He is, at best, indifferent. At worst, you know, the way he kind of looked like that, you know, I don't think he was ready to launch into an attack, but, you know, he could have started barking or something. If he did that, I would have just, oh, I'm so shocked. Tyson, heel, down. All right, Mike, let me know what we're doing with him. See ya.